Hi, dolly friends. It's Belinda here from Belinda's Babies. I have my beautiful Ruth dressed in my daughter's outfit. I'll have to put up a picture. I don't have it right now of my daughter wearing this outfit. It's so sweet. So sweet. Once again, I love the feel of the babies. Jennison's heat set. It must be because they feel so different than the other babies that I've made. I didn't make her, but of course I didn't. But anyway, just stopping on here for a minute just to talk about, just to jump in. I'm not, participating in any hashtags today. Just spending some time with my little Ruth here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. She is gorgeous. You can just stare at her face forever. I mean, the painting is unreal. Unreal. I mean, look at the painting of her hair. How does that happen so beautiful? Like everything about her is beautiful. I love her lips and her little tongue. It's like my favorite part. Anyway, yeah, she's such a sweetheart. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about, I guess I started another YouTube channel because I was so disgusted with myself after more than usual, I guess, because I am pretty disgusted with myself with my eating habits, but more than usual. So I started another YouTube channel that's just like a little food diary for myself to look back and try to figure out what is going on with my eating habits, because I was watching that was a few videos, but not many. But it's just, I don't understand how I got myself in this position. Well, I do, but oh my gosh, look at her feet. I'm sorry, I'm deflecting. Look at these feet. Look at these baby feet. Yeah, I just, I don't know. That's a different channel. So, yeah, I was talking, I get up and I seen the rain out there and it made me think about my dad. And he used to say, when you're a grandmother, and I remember my grandmother doing this, she would she'd get up in the morning, she'd go to the window and she'd look out and she'd go, holy beep, 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 beep. It's raining out. Beep, beep, beep. I'm not going to be able to do this. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to do that. And it's going to get my hair, da, da, da. And then she'd go back to her room, right? And Dad talked about that. And he talked about how later in her life, he would say to her, it's beautiful out. What do you mean? There's nothing wrong with the rain out there. You know, enjoy it. And she'd say, frig off, right? And she would go back to her room because she still kept doing this as she aged and got older. And I remember as a kid, my dad doing the exact same thing. He'd be just miserable. It was almost like the mood. You know, we do have, seasonal affective disorder and things like that. Mood is affected by the winter and stuff like that. But it was like the daily mood would start out. I'm not saying it would always be like that all day, but the mood of the day would start out by looking at the window and seeing what the weather was. And my dad did that too, and I followed suit, obviously. You do what you learn. So yeah, it was pretty funny, and Dad used to talk about that as he got older, and he used to say to me, what are you complaining about? It's beautiful out. Like, it's raining. Yes, Dad, but I got to do this and I got to do that. And, it's just the weather kind of hinders your travel, especially if you don't have a vehicle and you're walking and all that sort of stuff. But I will say that even though if I was working every day, and I have a car, so maybe that reflects it a lot. It probably does. But I love when I look out the window and I don't have those feelings. That is just the immediate kind of irritation based on the weather of the day. And it probably does have a lot to do with the fact that I'm not outside of the home working. But it's just I'm at peace when I look out the window. And it was, rain, snow. It used to really bring feelings of irritation, anger, frustration. It sounds strange. I don't know if anybody else understands that or has felt that way. A lot of different things would flip my mood. Stupid stuff. And those are in the throes of being unwell and being depression, because depression is not just depression. It's a lot of anger and frustration and just only seeing a certain way of things, right? And stupid things. I remember stupid things. The old saying, don't cry over spilt milk, right? I used to get so bothered by something like that. I used to be so bothered. My poor kids, I would be so frustrated, especially when you're rushing in the morning and there's a mess and it's like, why can't you just blah, blah, blah? And I heard that from my dad. Why can you just sit still? Why do you gotta blah, blah, blah? And I'm not like that anymore. It's like I should have had my kids in my 50s. Doesn't work that way, huh? It's funny, but that's why people have a lot more patience maybe with the grandkids, because they don't have the hustle and the bustle, And nowadays, I think, people always try to keep up with the Joneses, try to present our perfection family, and it really wasn't that way, and that put a lot of pressure on ourselves, or I did that to myself. Anyway, I just want to jump on here a little bit, and while I spend some time with my Ruth, and say hi and wish everybody a fantastic rainy Tuesday if you're in rain. And I also want to say, anybody out there in Canada is close to Nova Scotia, or where are you in Canada? I'd love to have the opportunity to, because I just watched video with a couple gals meeting up with their babies. I'd love to have the opportunity to meet up with someone that has the passion for reborns, because I don't know anybody close. But I do some travel, and it would be so nice if that would be something that could happen. I'm not the biggest social person, but we do have a topic to talk about, and that is our babies. So I'd love that. If there's anybody down there who lives in Canada or around Canada area and are interested in that, sometime I'm on my travels. Look at her hair. Look at this perfection, people. All right, guys. Have yourself a wonderful day. Enjoy this day. It's the first day of the rest of your life. All right, guys. Bye.